Hey guys, it's me Pearson, back with you with another build. This weekend we've got a bunch of lumber, 2x12s, 2x4s, 4x4s. We're gonna make a raised bed for a garden for my grandpa actually. So let's get started. We cut the legs for it and laid out the sides. So we're making this 4 foot wide by 8 foot long. So we've got 8 foot 2x12s, and this is where we've got to figure out what we're gonna do in terms of height. I cut these at 3 foot tall, which would be a good height if we were just going to stand up, you know, and do it that way. But we're actually building a bench onto the side of this, and we're gonna have him sitting down. So we're gonna have to figure out how high these sides need to go before we attach them. And then we need to cut roughly 4 foot. It'll probably be a little bit less than 4 foot sides for right here, and we'll overlap these kind of like what we did with the shelving project. We just put on these sides here for the 8 foot lengths here. So next we've got another 2x12 by 8 foot section. We're just gonna cut that right in half, 4 foot, and then attach it right on there on each side. So that should give us our width. And after that, so also what you saw was me sitting on this little stool. That's about the height of the bench. So I was trying to figure out a comfortable reach for this, because we don't want it to be too tall, have to reach up. I want it to be pretty comfortable. We got the sides on, the short sides, got the long sides on. Now what we're gonna work on is we're gonna put up a kind of a middle support for everything, and it's gonna be the support for the flooring. We're gonna use 2x12s for the flooring. We got the floor done. As you saw, we just went ahead and cut. I didn't really need to explain that, but like I said before, we went ahead and we put in some 2x4, just kind of supports, runners, and then cut these 2x12s to 4 foot each and put them in. Now we're just going to space them evenly, and that'll allow for some drainage. But I think that this is going to be pretty sturdy. Let's see. Let's test it. This is pretty sturdy. Next, the next thing we're going to start working on is planning out our bench setup. So the bench is going to come off each side here. We're going to come out probably about a foot or so away from it. We're going to put in diagonal horizontal support for it, and then just lay down 3 2x4s for it. What we just did was, you guys saw me flip this thing up. So we put in a middle support. I was thinking more about it, and I just want to support these 2x4 runners here for the weight that's going on there. And then we had some scrap or leftover 4x4 from the legs that we ended up doing. We bought 2 8-foot sections of 4x4. So we cut each of those into 3-foot sections for the 4 legs, and so we had about 2 foot left off each one to play with. So what we did was we measured from here to here, and it was about 14 3/4 inches. So we cut these down, made some middle supports, and really that's just gonna hold this weight a little bit more. We secured it into this 2x4, and we're just gonna try to support this middle section a little bit. What it's also going to do is let us tie in for the bench that we're going to make as well. Tie in a couple more 2x4 supports there. raised bed done. Like I said, this is 4 foot wide by 8 foot long, with a bench on either side. And there's about 10 inches in between there for someone to sit. Kind of like this. It's not ideal, but for ergonomics and being able to reach everything properly, that's how it had to be done. I did use 2x12s, and I put the flooring in, so we ended up with maybe around 10 inches deep. So this is what's kind of recommended from what I've read. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Now all we got to do, try to show some footage of doing a little sanding and getting it delivered and everything. Thanks. Hey guys, we're back, and we've got the raised bed stained. Do a walk around, got it all stained, did like a golden oak. Didn't worry about staining the inside, just stained everything that we could, and that was easy to get to and was visible. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna staple in some fabric, and then we're gonna fill this thing up, get it ready for use.